Hello, Paula. Can you hear me okay? Hello, can you hear me, Paula?
Yes, I can hear you, Blair.
Good morning, Blair. Good morning, Paula. How are you? Excellent, fine.
Good morning, Denise.
Good morning.
Good morning. I wanted to do a picture with my golden retriever because I was so proud of Blair with his video that he did with your wonderful dog, Blair. So awesome picture, man.
Bailey.
Yes, Gravy.
I thought it would be fun there. So.
Oh, I think that was. I'm going to tell you. I told Michelle Smith that she did the best video, and along with Blair. So. I was gonna see, is Tim Rush on the call? I was gonna tease Tim. So I'm gonna do a picture with my dog and put Tim and I together. Tim Rush.
I don't see him. I'm not sure.
Yeah, yes. Happy Saturday. I'm on for a little bit this morning because I have some appointments in the afternoon, and I got a family event with social distancing this afternoon. So we're trying to come out and have some fun with some safe 6-foot distancing. So anyway.
For sure.
Yeah, so anyway, thank you, Paula. Thank you for leading this. So.
Okay, so we will start the class. I will share the screen right now.
Okay.
Okay, so this class is about virtual open houses. I'm doing it with Blair. We did it like 3 weeks ago, and this is for the people that couldn't attend or people that want to do it to get some details that they didn't get the first time. Okay, so there's many options to do this open house, virtual open house. One of them is going to the property and just record a video and put it in Facebook Live. Many people do that, and that's a fine way to do it. Another way to do it is do it from home and using Matterport, and you can share that in Zoom. I like that method because one of the primary goals of hosting an open house, even if it's traditional open house or virtual, we need to get information of buyers and sellers. So if we use Zoom registration page, we are going to get information from the buyers that want to buy the house. So we are going to not only have a virtual open house, but also we are going to generate leads, buyers and sellers. So both ways are valid. With Zoom, we can collect or require registration, attendee contact information. But with Facebook Live, we can't because the people will see our video, but we don't know who is seeing it. We can interact with them and text them later, but we don't have the information. So also an open house from the property requires the equipment, because sometimes I see virtual open houses from people that are using only their cell phone and it's very shaky and the audio is not really good. So if you don't have an equipment, a microphone or a gimbal, then I would recommend you doing it from home with Matterport, because Matterport has a lot of quality, so you can do it from there using Zoom. But choose the method that works best for you. And if you are going to use Zoom and Matterport, you have to promote the open house. If you are not going to promote the open house, then it's not worth it because you will have 0 people seeing your virtual open house. So you have to spend time promoting it. You can also have a marketing budget to generate leads in Facebook. Okay, so we continue here. What we need is the Zoom account. It can be free, but if it's free, only allows you 40 minutes. And imagine that you're in the middle of the open house and you have questions from buyers and sellers. You don't want the event to be cut suddenly. So I would recommend you to pay the $15 per month for the Zoom account. And also that allows you to have the registration link, so you can generate leads with that. Also, the $15 per month in Zoom allows you to do a Facebook Live at the same time. So you are doing Zoom, and also you can share your video in Facebook Live. Also, you need a Matterport virtual tour of the listing. Also, you need a CRM or I would say Berkshire Hathaway marketing resource or other email platform, but we have the marketing resource free for us, and it has great graphics and email resources, so we can use that one. If you don't have a CRM yet, I would so much recommend you to have LionDesk. It only costs $5 per month because Power give the real estate agents a discount. So I would tell you to sign up for LionDesk and pay the $5 per month. And probably we will have in the near future some classes about this if you're interested. Also, you need a Facebook business page. You cannot share stream live in a profile, in a personal profile. So if you don't have a Facebook business page, start creating one. So the first step is decide a date for the virtual open house and create the meeting in Zoom. The second step is promote the event every day. You don't promote it one time, you promote it all the time. The call to action is always the registration link. So what you want is that many people open that link and register for your event, so you are generating leads. And the day of the event, more people show up. And then at the day of the event, show Matterport tour in Zoom, and also you can stream to Facebook Live, so you can also generate movement in your social media presence. People see that you're doing real estate related activities, so that I would recommend you doing both. Okay, so decide a date for the virtual open house and create the meeting in Zoom. If you don't have an account in Zoom, you will go to zoom.us, and you can click in this right up corner, it says sign up, it's free. You can sign up for free, but then you will have to upgrade to the $15 per month. And it doesn't have any contract, so you can, if you don't like it or you don't use it, then you can stop the next month. Okay, so first you sign up. Then you already decide the date for the virtual open house. So you are going to click in schedule a new meeting here. And then you give it a name. The topic would be live virtual open house event Saturday, the time of the event, and also the property. This is the property that we presented 3 weeks ago. Now, today Blair is going to present 6044 Hater Avenue in Lakewood, but it doesn't matter. You put just live virtual open house event and then the address of the property. Then the description is optional, but I will tell you to put something in the description, like for example this, come join me live this Saturday at 1 p.m. And also tell them to register, because maybe they see it and they don't know that they have to register. So write in the description that it is necessary to register. Oops. Okay, so then you put here when you are going to have the open house and what time. The duration you can put 1 hour, but then you can do more or less depending on how many people is there or how you feel. Registration, you have to click require registration. If we don't, then we don't get the information of the participants. So it has to be required. Then audio, I would say both, because some people may join in the phone, some others in the computer. And then in meeting options, I always choose these options. For me, work best than the others. I would say enable join before host, then mute participants upon entry, so you don't have noise that is disturbing your open house. Then I will not click enable waiting room, because then you have to accept each one of the people that join the virtual open house, and maybe you are in the middle of the showing and you have to accept them, so it's distracting. I will not click here. Then this one I will not click, only authenticated users can join. And then you can record the meeting. I would suggest you to record it, because then if you don't do Facebook Live, you can share it in your personal page, the recorded video, You can do a watch party also in your social media, and you can keep that video for you to promote yourself later. Okay, so then after you set up all the settings here, then you click in save. And then you will see this screen. You can save it in your Google Calendar if you use Google. And also the most important thing here is the registration URL. You will copy this invitation and share it everywhere. This is what you are going to promote. This registration URL you are going to promote everywhere, in your CRM, to your buyers list, to your SOI, using the marketing resource, using EDDM, you can do direct mail. Every piece of marketing that you have, this is the link that you want people to go and register. Okay, one thing that you have to do, and this is only one time in order to have the settings ready for your virtual open house, if you plan to promote it to do a stream in Facebook Live, then you will have to go to settings and then in meeting advanced and then allow live stream meetings. So this has to be blue and you click all of them. And this is only one time at the beginning, and then you're allowed to live stream in Facebook Live. So it's settings and then in meeting advanced and then allow live stream meetings. If you want these slides, let me know later and I will send them to you. And if you have questions also, you can ask in the chat. Okay, so this is how the registration page looks. It has the topic, the description, and then here I will put the person will put their information. So the real estate agent will receive the lead, and they will have the possibility to put it in their calendar. So they will receive a reminder days before or minutes before the event. Okay, so the step 2, once you set up the Zoom meeting, then you have to promote the event, and there's many ways to do it. If you do it with Zoom, you have to promote it. If you're not going to promote it at all, it's better just do a Facebook Live, and whoever goes there is fine, because it doesn't look good if you have 0 viewers in your Zoom. So ideas for promotion would be email and text or call your database, your sphere of influence, your buyers list, agents in your area. You can use for this marketing resource, you can use LionDesk, MailChimp, BombBomb. For example, if I would do this, I would use LionDesk for my CRM, and I would do a blast email and a blast text to everyone that I have in my buyers list, announcing that I have this event, this open house, and probably I would use a video inviting them. You can use video Videolicious, or you can use the video option that LionDesk gives you. But video always works best, so I would do a blast text with a video of myself inviting them to the open house, and also email. The email you also can do from the marketing resource, and it looks great, so I will show you later how that looks. But more things that you can do would be posting in social media every day until the day of the event. It's not that you post it one time and that's all. You have to post it all the time. You can post it in the Facebook business page, in Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn. You can, once you post it in your Facebook business page, then you can share it to your personal page. You can also send a private message to your connections in Facebook with the link so they can join. This is not one way to do it. You have to promote it every kind of way that you know. Then you can also create a Facebook event and invite your friends, create a live video. You can share it in stories, both in Facebook and in Instagram. You can also post it on Craigslist, not one time, but many times. You can use this app called Nextdoor, which is great for farming. It has a cost, but I like that app. Also, you can create Facebook ad targeting 15 miles around the property, or ads, because they have a special categories, housing. we are not allowed to target less than 15 miles, but you can do that to generate some leads that are not inside your buyers list or your SOI. Also, you can send mailers, EDDM, bulk mail around the property. Of course, you will post it in MLS, and Blair will show us how to do this. And always, in every way that you use the promotion, you are going to use the link for the registration. So you collect the information of the leads. So always, everything you do here in social media, in email, in text, you will use the registration link to get the information. Okay, so one of the things that I would do would be go to bhhsresource.com, and this is free for all of the real estate agents in Berkshire Hathaway, so I would take so much advantage of this. I will go to marketing resource in here. In here, we can find any kind of graphic design for marketing business. In this case, I would go to the bar and write virtual, because we have some designs already prepared for virtual open houses. So I would go to the bar, write virtual, and then you see different examples here. In this case, I like this one because it allows you to put video and also photo, and also the description of the property and so on. So I would click that one. And it looks like this. In here, you can create a video in Videolicious, inviting people to the open house. If you don't have Videolicious, it's a great software to edit video, and it's free for us. So if you go to marketing resource and then video creation, you can start creating videos, and there's a lot of training too for that. Okay, so once you choose the video or the image that you want to put here, then you will put a link. And what link we want here? We want the link for the registration page. In this case, Blair bought a domain, so it doesn't look like a long URL that sometimes looks ugly. So he did buy this one, which I would do too. The domain is only like $10 per year, and you can use it. This is very general one. It doesn't have the name of the street, the address of the property, so you can use the same domain for every virtual open house that you have. You don't have to buy one for each open house. So you will put the link here, and then once the design is created, it will show everything here. It will look very nice with the photos. You will change the description. You will put the address, the price, and everything. And then you will click in either, what I will do all of them. You can send it by email to the people that you have in your contacts in the marketing resource. And also you can share it directly in Facebook, in Twitter, in LinkedIn, everywhere. And also you can download it, send it by text. You can do everything you want with this. So in the left, this is how it would look. He did this design. He chose not to do a video this time. He just put an image here, and he created that image in Canva. Canva is very easy to use, but I have already a lot of designs done. So if you need designs in Canva, I can share the ones I have with you. So just send me an email, and I will send you all the templates that I have prepared. Okay, so and in the right side, there is how it looks in Facebook. So he did share first in Facebook business page, and then from there he shared it in his personal page, and that's the way to do it, because Facebook don't like when you promote your business in your personal page, even though everyone does it, and probably you will not get caught. But if we are doing things right, then we will promote business things in business page. Okay, so now Blair is with us, and he's going to share how to add the virtual open house to the MLS. And Blair, you are ready? Okay, I will stop sharing the screen.
All right. Well, good morning, everyone. You can hear me okay, right?
Yes.
All right. Okay. Well, let me get my screen set up here, and we'll get right back over. All right. All right.
We have, I don't know if we have some questions here. Let me see before you start. I would like to, okay. Okay, go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
You got my screen up? Everything's good?
Yes, everything's good.
Okay. All right. So as Paula was saying, you're going to want to get it into the multiple listing service to not only for agents and buyers to be able to see the promotion of your open house, but it also is getting syndicated out to the websites like Zillow, Redfin, all those. So you want to make sure that you're getting as much publicity as you can and to get that in there. So the way to add this, I'm going to use an example because my other one that Paula had on there, we're in escrow on. So I've got another one here in Lakewood. So if you have any buyers for a 3-bedroom, 2-bath in Lakewood, we just put this one back on because we were off market for the COVID-19. She's 81 and now she's ready to move back east. So if you got any buyers, here's the property for you. So to enter it, you're going to want to go, you're going to have a listing and you're going to go to add edit. All right. And just like you would be editing your listing or anything like that, you're going to go to open houses. Okay. So here are the previous open houses that I kind of put in here. And one thing that Paula and I came up with was, you know, with doing it with a Zoom event, we want to promote it as much as we can. So even though here on the 15th, it shows that I had an open house from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m., I wasn't really holding the open house from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. That just allows people to make a clickable link through Zillow, through the other syndicated websites. And when they do click on that clickable link, which I'll show you in a minute, it brings them to that registration page that Paula was showing you to make. So in that registration page, you're very clear, you know, obviously the open house isn't going right then, but they can see that the open house is either that Saturday, Sunday, whenever you're doing it, and they can add it to their calendar. And then also you collect their information so you can send them a reminder as it gets closer for them to do that. You know, you can also, you know, reach out to them ahead of time and, you know, just see if there's any questions that they have. It's just a great way to do a lot of build up to it. Unlike a normal open house where, you know, there's only that certain time, this kind of allows you a little bit of extra time. So when you put it in the MLS, you're going to put the date. So let me just show you this one here. So this one, I put in, you know, the date, you put in the time, just like a normal open house. And I do agent attended. When I was doing a training through the PWR, you know, they said, well, do unattended or, you know, but I think I'm there, I'm able to answer questions. So I make it agent attended because I am approachable and available for the open house. And what you want to make sure, this is probably the second most important thing, is you want to make sure that virtual public is checked. Because if you don't check that, then it's not going to go public to the syndicated site, all right? And if you check broker, then it's going to not go to all those public sites, and, you know, that would be more for if you're doing like a Long Beach, you know, broker preview, something like that. So then you put in your Zoom URL that you get from creating the event. So you're going to paste that in right there, and that will make your open house available. Okay, it says active, no, because that was already back on the 15th. It says today's the 16th, so you see, yes, that's active. So let me show you what it looks like on the MLS platform, because it is a little bit interesting. You would think through the MLS that, okay, when an agent or buyer gets my property through the MLS, that they could click on it, but they really can't. So let me show you here. Let me just save this, and then it'll bring you up. So this is my MLS listing. If you were to see it, okay, on here, then you can't click a link here for the virtual open house. So so when when agents are looking at it or whatever, they can't see it when they pull up your listing directly. However, if you click over here, I always forget about these tabs. If you look at the top here of these tabs on the multiple listing service, you have the tax records, you have the photos, you have all the history of what was going on. You know, if it was on market, off market. For instance, ours was on active and now it was on hold because of COVID-19, and now we just came back on as active. but there's the open house link right here. So they could get the link right there. I don't know why they don't just put it right on the main page, but oh well. But you can click the link right there, okay? Now, Paula, is it okay if I show them real quick if they want to see a list of all the open houses that are going on? Can I show them that?
Yes.
Okay, because I think this is good too, because if you want to try to see what some other people are doing open house-wise, this is a good way to find out. So it's a little bit different how to get there, but you go to search, okay? And under your searches, just like you were doing like residential or residential income, anything like that, there's a link here, and I didn't really know about this, but because when I don't use it, you click the more, and it's all the way down here, okay? But what you want to do is click the open house link, and you can do a search for all the open houses, okay? And so let's just say the 16th today, the city of Lakewood, all right, and then we click there, okay? So all the open houses come up, and you can see, okay, there's a, one on Hayter, which is mine, and then another one on Eastbrook in Lakewood as well. So you can see not a lot of people are doing them. So, it's a good idea to, be doing these. And especially if you don't have your own listing, talk to agents in your office to see if they're open for you to be holding virtual open houses for you. So you're not intruding on the seller. You're not intruding, by taking up any time over there. So, it's a great way to get, some buyers for you, help get the property sold for the agent. And, I try to take advantage of that if you are trying to get some new business. And, great for social media. People see that you're working, that you have open houses, all that kind of stuff. So, but also make sure if you do ask someone to hold their open house for them, make sure that they advertise it for you in their listing, because then it's also going to get syndicated to the websites, and you may as well take advantage of that. All right, so if you click on here, you'll be able to see. So mine, when you click the link, it takes you to the registration page. This one has all the information for my one on Hayter for Sunday at 12 o'clock. All right, and then it tells you the time, the date, and all that. Even though it says Saturday, it's telling them, okay, the event's going to be on Sunday. I'm just trying to get some extra promotion on it. And then they register here. Now, let me take you back here. So let's see if this person did it right. All right. So they did it a link to a social media, I guess, Facebook event. And I don't know, one-of-a-kind event, join us live. So they're doing it a little bit different there. But you want to make sure you're not just putting in a 3D Matterport virtual tour type thing, or, a slideshow. A lot of people do that when they're putting in the link for the URL when you're posting the open house. And you want to just do the event page so that way they can register and have it all ready to go. So once you do that, it's going to get syndicated out to some other websites, like Zillow, Redfin. So I pulled up one option here, and let me pull it up. So here's the Zillow example, okay? So when you pull it up on Zillow, if someone's searching on Zillow and they see the event, you'll see because the virtual open house is running 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Again, I'm not running the open house that full time frame. I'm not sitting here on a computer waiting for people to trickle in. Now, when they click that, they say, oh, there's a virtual open house going on. Join right now. So when they join that, it's going to take them right to my registration page. So when you're doing your entering, I'm going to go back here real quick. When you're entering your open house, this is what Paul and I were kind of playing with. You want to have about 12-hour spans. And what I found was when I was doing like 12 a.m. or 12:01 a.m. till 11:59 p.m., it was messing it up. So I kind of did 12-hour time frames, because I think they're picking up that it should be like actual normal times, like who's really doing an open house at 2 in the morning. So I kind of did 9 a.m. to 9 p.m., and that seemed to work really well. So you'll see tomorrow when the event is actually going on, I did it from 7 a.m. until 12:30 p.m. because my event's at 12 o'clock. So you just kind of want to play with that a little bit because you want to get as much syndicated activity as possible. So on Zillow, you'll see here that, it's got virtual open house. So if people are clicking through, they can see that and then go ahead and register for the event. All right. So then now, Paula, should I go ahead and show them kind of an example of like the open house?
Yes, that would be great. That would be great.
Okay. And was there any questions that came up as I was doing that?
So someone was asking, why would anyone have a virtual open house for only 30 minutes? And I would say that 30 minutes is a good time actually for an open house because you show the property and yes, you can have a little conversation, talk about the area, but there's a point that you don't have much more to say. You have that experience, Blair, so you can say that.
Yeah, so like I think the first time I did it, right, Paula, I was like, I did it for an hour. I thought, well, that would be enough time and maybe if people trickle in or whatever. But, I kind of started doing a whole pitch about, just kind of talking off of the cuff on, about the real estate market, which is good, but if you want it more property specific, then usually you cover enough. If you think at a normal open house, you're usually, talking with people for, if they are interested in the house for probably about a half hour. So, and then it kind of gives you some time to do that. And then if you need to go longer, you can stay on the call and do it longer. But I think half an hour is, plenty of time. So
also here, right. Raul is telling us we could also click on the virtual icon under the Google Map. And we get, we could also click on the virtual icon under the Google Map. We get the registration. I'm not sure, do you know about that, Blair? Like if we click in on the virtual icon under the Google Map.
On the MLS listing?
Yes, from the MLS listing.
So let's go back here. Sorry, let me just pull it up, do this real quick. All right, so on this right here.
Under the map, Raul?
Yeah, so there's you can
also
in
the house.
Yeah, over there, yes.
I really like how these don't stand out very well. I mean, I feel like our virtual tour link should be very clear. A lot of people miss this. And yeah, so that's an option up here as well that you can click that and take it to, just like I did before, and you'll have the link there as well. So I think, yeah, a lot of people miss that. That's a good point, Raul. I think, thank you for pointing that out.
You're welcome.
All right. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead. Now, I don't know if Brandon's on this call or not to promote his Matterport 3D virtual tours, but he's great. And you probably have seen his stuff at the quarterly awards breakfast and, his promotion. He does a great job. This one, like I said, I did this one a while back and then we took it off because of COVID-19. So I didn't do exterior Matterport because we weren't, I'm now hitting these hard because this is our market, but I didn't do exterior Matterport on this. So on your listings, you want to make sure when you're getting your Matterport done, you want to make sure that you're having Brandon maybe shoot, something on the outside because you want to make sure that you're able to walk them through the outside as well. So since I don't have that, I'm just going to kind of show you briefly here what I would do instead with that. All right. So I'm going to bring you up just like you were kind of attending my open house and kind of greet everyone. And we're going to kind of start. Let me go here. All right. So just thank you for everyone for coming to my virtual open house. We are here in Lakewood Gardens in Lakewood. And we have only been on the market now just for about a week. So we've got 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, and situated in Lakewood Gardens. And if you aren't familiar where that is, it's in the southwest part of Lakewood. And what's really nice about Lakewood Gardens is, which I'll show in a little bit, is that they've got their own community pool and clubhouse facility. So let me bring you to the property. And, oh, sorry about that. Things getting in the way. All right. All right. So we're going to go ahead and come on in, and I'm going to show you some of the clubhouse and pool facility later. But what's nice about this home is it was built in 47, and the builder of this home was Paul Truesdale. And most Lakewood homes, you'll notice, weren't originally built with fireplaces. So what's neat about this home and this tract is this was a special neighborhood that Paul Truesdale built. He built a lot in Beverly Hills, so this was a tract that he did in Lakewood. So you've got gas fireplace here, refinished hardwood floors all throughout here. And also what's kind of neat is all this brick. It was a bank that was being torn down about 30 years ago. And they actually got the brick from a Lakewood bank that was being torn down, and they rebuilt and did all the brickwork in here. So, so this home here is just under 1,600 square feet. So they've done an addition with a family room and also master suite as well. So you've got your own master bedroom with a big walk-in closet, which we'll get to in a little bit. Also, this home's all been updated with brand new dual pane windows. And let me bring you right through the hallway here. And we're listed at $675. So right now there's only about 6 or 7 homes in Lakewood that are under $675. So, and what's nice about this is you've got a floor plan that flows really well. A lot of Lakewood homes you may go through, you'll see you've got kind of a choppy floor plan. And as you can see, they did a nice addition here with the family room. Updated kitchen. It's got Victorian countertops, new cabinets, but it just flows really well. So you've got a separate dining area in the front of the house. You've got a little kitchenette area here as well, and a little pass-through window, which is really nice for entertaining. You can close that to make it more private back there, but maybe you're having guests in the front room and then in the back. It kind of makes everything flow really well. So really nice, spacious kitchen. You got pull-out drawers, so for all your pots and pans. And as we know with some of the Lakewood homes, it's really hard to get a lot of storage. So this home's got a lot of that for you. So kind of coming through here, and I'm going to take you into the family room here. So again, nice spacious family room. Everything's been permitted. What I also like about it, it's got great direct access to the backyard, to the covered patio area. And then it's also got a side area here where it's the driveway to the detached garage. Now, it doesn't have central air conditioning, but it does have a split system for heating and air. So what you can do is just run that in the that part of the home in the family room, where a lot of times that's where you're gathering. And you're not having to waste, running air conditioning or heating into the rest of the house when most of the time that you're spending there. So, all right. So this is I'm not going to go probably all, I'm just going to give you guys kind of the bits and pieces here. So, but just to give you a general idea how I would do this at an open house. And then as I see any questions pop up too, I work to answer those. And if you're on it, you also want to be doing the Facebook Live or, something like that. And what I like to do is have my phone there with the Facebook Live going on, because then I can see people that pop up and also, any comments on there as well. And then I can kind of answer those comments. All right. So this is the hall bathroom, and it's a full bathrooms. It's got a tub and shower there, and new vanity. So this has all been updated, new toilet. Really nice space in there. And it's actually behind this door, which you can't see, there's actually a nice big storage cabinet as well. We'll take you into the first bedroom. All the doors you'll see have all been updated as well. So new windows, new doors, really good closet space here as well. So they've kind of done all the little, all the new hardware, new doors, refinished hardwood floors. Really flows really well. All right, and then I'm going to take you into the master bedroom here. So this is the master, and they've extended the bedroom that was there originally. And what's nice is you get 2 closets in here. So you've got a wall closet right here with mirrored sliders. And then also this door right over here is a nice big walk-in closet, okay? So I don't have a picture of that going in there, but that could be an option when you're doing the 3D tour to make sure that they get that. So here's the master suite bathroom. So you've got your own shower, step-in shower, vanity there, and
Blair?
Yeah.
Someone is asking here, how would you interact with the viewers when you are doing the open house? And I would say chat, right?
Yeah. So again, it's good to make sure you're checking the chat. It is a little bit hard, as you're kind of clicking through and talking and then looking at Facebook and doing that. So you could just be honest with people and just say, I'm going to be walking through the house. I'm going to, periodically be checking at comments and, and try to answer any questions along the way. But, you can also, you mute everyone when they're coming in, but you can also say if you have a question that's coming up, because you're not realistically going to probably have 40 people on the, open house. So it's probably going to be a good handful of people, just like a normal open house. And so you can have them, maybe, interrupt you if that's okay. You just let them know, because I don't think you're going to be bombarded with, 5 or 6 people saying stuff all at one time. So does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay. All right. And I'm going to take you back through here. So take you into the 3rd bedroom. So this they had as kind of a guest bedroom, ceiling fans. Again, you got your mirrored sliders. It's a really good closet space. They actually extended this closet here and made extra big closet from the original just single door closet. Yeah. All right. So again, we're listed at $675. We're priced well for what's available right now in Lakewood. So and you're really getting a lot of space for for your money. and like I talked about before, you've got. Let me take you over here real quick. All right. So let me take you. Like I said, you should really have your virtual tour, having the exterior, which Brandon can make sure to do for you. And so here's the backyard. What's really nice about the backyard is they've done the vinyl covered patio. So that's going to last you a really long time to clean it. You just need to power wash it, hose it off, and you can, really have a long life with that patio. No paint, no wood to paint or deterioration there. So that's one view of the backyard here. What I also like about it is it's very private. You'll see that you can't really see any neighbors' houses, their backyards or anything. No low fences. You've got the nice hedges here that really keep it private. And again, as I talked about how it flows, it just flows from the family room to the backyard. So it's perfect for entertaining, for all those get-togethers for everyone. So, all right. And let me just check some questions here. Okay. All right. Nothing pertaining to there. All right. Lots of talking. Yeah, you're right. Okay. So that's my kind of short and sweet presentation. Again, you want to kind of interact with them and see is there anything that I can answer or any questions about it, and then make sure that you're checking your chat. And again, as Paula pointed out to me when I was first doing this, make sure that you are acknowledging the people that are coming in on Facebook and saying hello to them. And oh, Paula, the other thing too, right? To tell people when people are coming in on Facebook, you want them to share that Facebook Live, correct?
Yes, if they can share it, that would be great, of course. So their friends and family can see it too.
Yeah, because then you just get that many more viewers. So here's the view of the clubhouse pool, and this is at Lakewood Boulevard and Ashworth. A lot of people don't even know this exists, but it's a great little neighborhood pool and clubhouse, and it's optional. You don't have to be part of it, but it's $175 a year. And whenever I sell a home in Lakewood Gardens, that's my farm area, I always pay for 1 year to help support them and let the new owners try it out. But it's a great opportunity. There's a clubhouse that you can rent out for events. It's got a heated pool, and great opportunity to kind of have used to a pool without having to take all the space. So that's my home in Lakewood Gardens here in Lakewood, 6044 Hayter. I will be doing the open house, live virtual open house on Sunday tomorrow at 1 o'clock. So if anyone is interested, I will be doing that then, and you can check that out as well, and just make sure to register. All right.
Great. We have someone here asking, So an open house, the agent records and posts for viewing for 12 hours. The agent doesn't have to be available 12 hours. So maybe we can go over that again. That's something that's like a trick that Blair uses in order to be able to show the link, and because the link is only clickable the time of the open house. So you can only access to register, and he wants more people to register. So he uses that trick. He puts 12 hours. So all the time the link is available for people to register. You don't have to do that if you don't want to, and actually nobody's talking about that, but he uses that in order to get more people registered.
Yeah, so if you'll see here, I'm on the screen for Zillow, and if I was only promoting my open house from 12 to 12:30 on Sunday, when I'm actually doing the open house, then this would not be able to click or register or anything like that. So you're really narrowing your pool for buyers to come to your open house when it's getting syndicated to other websites, because you know, you're just not going to, the chance of them coming on there at that right time, or, you know, seeing that and then putting it in their calendar themselves, they want to be able to click it. They want to be able to register and have it add to their calendar automatically, that kind of stuff. So that's the reason that we kind of found that, you know, to work. And when people are starting to do this at the beginning, you know, it was kind of awful because they were doing like 3-hour time frames for their open house, like a normal open house. And right, Paula, we went on and they're just kind of sitting there, and then, oh, hey, oh, hi, you know, and like,
Yes.
or they were talking to someone else, and, you know, it wasn't even really inviting. So this is kind of creating, you know, an event that you show up just like, and everyone's really used to it now because we've done so many Zoom meetings and stuff. They're used to it. They're used to that format. And, you know, I think it's a great way to work with getting some buyers, getting homes sold, and promoting yourself as well.
Yes. So Sylvia is asking, are virtual tours pre-recorded as it seems like now? I think you mean Matterport. Blair uses, what's his name? Brandon?
Brandon, yeah, Brandon. I don't know if he was on the last time we did, but maybe I think when Allie, do you have maybe his information that you can post in the chat here?
Yes, I'll post it right now. I know Brandon is on the call. I see him on. I don't know, Brandon, if you want to unmute yourself and just talk a little bit about Matterport really quick while I type in the details in chat.
Yeah, he may not be on right now, but yeah, why don't you go ahead and put that information in, and
Yeah,
he's really
absolutely.
good, you know, really good to work with.
Okay, also we have here, Sylvia says, it is any better to have chat and Q&A options for virtual tours? I think presenter has more difficulty identifying questions in the chat room. I will leave open the chat. It's not that you will have so much interaction. So I will tell everyone to ask questions by chat, and then I will reply it with my voice. But yes, could be a little distracting, but I think it's manageable. And also Al is saying it sounds that having a team approach like you're having right now, it would work great. Yes, and I agree with that. If you have someone that can take the chat for you and the Facebook Live, that also could be a great idea. What else? Where will I be able to review a replay of this Zoom? Ali is recording it, so I believe she's going to post it in Mulholland Academy, or she's going to send it by email. I'm not sure about that, but it's being recorded. What else? What kind of camera are you using, Blair?
What kind of camera?
Raul is asking that, but he's just using Matterport. So he's using the computer camera and then sharing Matterport over there.
Yeah, you mean, yeah, camera for the photos of the property, or camera for my, I'm just on my computer for my camera for that. So.
Oh, for the pictures for the property.
Yeah,
I used, so Brandon can shoot all everything for you.
Yeah, Brandon will do it.
Okay.
Yeah, I stopped taking my own pictures. It's worth having a professional do them now. So.
Okay, so Brandon is saying that he's available to answer any questions right now in the chat. Can you hold more than one open house at a time? I would say no. Oh, you mean just put it in the CRMLS, like from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m.? That yes, because that's just allowing people to register. And then you can decide what time is each specific open house.
So can I ask Blair a couple questions, or do I have to send them in writing?
You can say it.
Okay, so Blair, a couple questions. I noticed when you were saying that you set up your open houses, you do it from 9 to 9, but you technically are now there from 9 to 9. So when the people looks at it, when they think like, well, I can choose whenever I want to see the open house, or that's when you say exactly the time that you're going to be there. And if you're not there, they will miss it.
So, I mean, they're registering. So when they click on it, anytime, that's when I'm putting on the multiple listing service, that's because it's getting syndicated out to Redfin, to Zillow, other websites. And that's just allowing a clickable link, because otherwise it's not going to be a clickable link. When I advertise it for social media, for email marketing, you know, flyers, mail, whatever, I'm putting, you know, the link there for them to go register and the time that the event will be going on. So they can register for the event, or they can, you know, click the event when it's ready and then just log in at that time as well. But mostly when I'm doing the long time frames, that's just for the multiple listing service. So when it gets syndicated out.
Okay, gotcha. Now I want to send this to a client that I have. So when I send them this link and they register, how would you know they are my clients?
Just like any other open house, you know, it's just like them walking into the open house without an agent. I'd probably say if it is your client, maybe attend the open house event, you know, with them, because when I do it as well, I didn't do it on this open house when I was doing the sample, but I, you know, welcome agents as well. So I kind of ask if there's any agents attending and put it in the chat. So then I know if I'm interacting with an agent or a buyer, you know, who I'm interacting with. So,
okay.
But I think it'd be a good idea, just like any other time, you know, if you can jump on the virtual open house with your client at the same time, then, you know, I think that's a good way to do it as well.
Okay. So one more question. If they missed your open house, you do have a video there, right? They can just look at it and see a virtual tour?
Yeah, so they can click on just like on Zillow or on the MLS. I do have the links for the virtual 3D tour that they can do on their own as well.
Okay.
The point of the virtual open house is, you know, it is the same thing, but you're making yourself available to answer questions about the neighborhood, answer questions about the home, you know, upgrades when things were done, that kind of stuff.
Okay. All right. So one last question. I know you mentioned like it's a good idea for us that don't have our own listings to ask other agents to do this virtual open houses. How would I upload it in the system if it's not my listing?
So you need to ask the listing agent of the property to go ahead and, let me see, I might have gotten logged out, but let me just see here. So if you go to open houses here, so this would be the listing agent, and they're going to put it in here as well. Now they can, if you, I'm still sharing my screen, right, Paula?
Yes.
Okay. If you, the showing agent, you could ask them to put in your name for the open house. So you can go ahead and fill that, and then you'll see here, now it's E-Guy Evans that is doing the open house and kind of giving you credit for it. So not every agent may want to do that, but
Right.
you know, that's one way to do it as well. So
but
if
they
you want to
have
get
to do that.
you want to have it, you know, because that's the actual agent that's going to be holding the the virtual open house, and you can have them put it in there.
Okay, so again, once they do that, do I provide, of course I will, the Zoom link, and they would have to enter that because they're the only ones who have access to the listing.
So they're going to have to put all this information in, and you're going to provide them with the Zoom link and all that information.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I would ask them, you know, hey, you know, I'm doing it on Sunday, but can you put it in for, you know, Friday, Saturday, or, you know, do it all week, you know, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Get as much exposure as you can on it. So.
Okay. Thank you, Blair.
Yeah.
Also, guys, you can access, I think this is the website that Ali posts here, anotherhomesold.net, where we can see everyone in Berkshire Hathaway that has Matterport. So you can start asking people in our company, real estate agents in our company, if you can do open houses for them. Okay. How much Brandon charge for photos and who sets up the virtual? Just email Brandon or call him, and I'm not sure about the prices. Okay, so Sylvia, you choose the date and the time for your open house, and that's when you create the Zoom meeting. And then if you don't want to do the 12 hours time in the CRMLS, you don't have to. Just put the specific time that is your open house so you don't get confused.
Best. No, I don't think you understand. I'm obsessed. No.
Okay, so go ahead. Sylvia? Okay, if you want to ask a question, go ahead, Sylvia. Could be old school. Okay, could we promote the listing on our social platform of the listing agent if the listing agent approves? Yes, if you ask permission to the listing agent, then you can promote. For sure. Okay, 1 second. You have more than one open house, you would have to use different Zoom accounts. No, you only need one Zoom account. And then you create a meeting for each open house. So maybe you have one today at 6 p.m., so that's one meeting. Another one tomorrow at 2 p.m., that's another meeting. 2 different meetings, but one account. Okay, so Blair, if you stop sharing, I will share again my screen and do a summary of the promotion part. Okay, so someone was saying that I was fast, so I will just do a summary again of what we should do for promoting. Also, if you choose not to do it this way and you choose to go to the property and just do a walkthrough of the property, that's perfectly fine. Many real estate agents are doing that. So it's not wrong, it's great, as long as you do it. I like this way because you don't have to go to the property, and also because it's a great way to generate leads. So if you are going to have a small marketing budget and you take advantage of it and promote it in social media, in buyer's list, use your CRM, Lion Desk, then I would do it this way. But you can also go to the property and do a walkthrough like many people is doing. So we need the Zoom account, the Pro, in order to get the registration. If you don't want to get the Pro, that's fine. Then you don't get the registration page, but you can also do it this way. Also, you need the Matterport virtual tour and a CRM or Berkshire Hathaway marketing resource to send emails to your SOI. And then you need the Facebook business page. So first you decide the date of the virtual open house and you create the meeting in Zoom. Then you promote it. And then the day of the event, you show the Matterport in Zoom. and at the same time you stream into Facebook Live. Or if you choose to do it the other way, then you will go to the property and do the walkthrough in Facebook Live. Okay, so I will not go over this again because you will get the recording of this video. So I will just repeat ways of promoting the event would be you can email and text blast your database, your buyers list. If you have people from the past that were interested in buying, I will send them a text blast to all of them, inviting them for the open house. Also, you can, for this, you can use the marketing resource, Lion Desk, MailChimp, Bonbon, anything you want. You can post it in social media every day, not one time, but every day. This is a continuous promoting of the event. You want to put that registration link out there in any kind of channel. So you will use a Facebook business page, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, if you have, share it to Facebook personal page from the business one. Then you can also send a private message in Messenger, in Facebook Messenger to your connections. You can create a Facebook event and promote it. Invite your friends, create a live video, share it in stories. You can post it in Craigslist, Nextdoor app. You can create a Facebook ad targeting 15 miles around the property. You can use a budget of $30 and see how it goes. You can send mailers, EDDM, bulk mail, put it in MLS, as Blair was explaining. You don't have to use the 12 hours. You don't have to put from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. You can use just the regular hours if you get confused with that. He uses that just to get more promotion. So the link is clickable and people can register. But you don't have to do that if you don't want to. And always, in any way that you promote this virtual open house, the call to action is the registration link. So you get the more people to register. And the day of the event, you are going to share it also to Facebook Live. Blair was saying that what he does is he has his phone on the side. So you will have two chats. You will have the chat for the Zoom and also the chat for Facebook Live. So yes, it's a little bit that you have to be looking both places. If you have a team, someone that helps you with that would be great. But he did it last time and it was very manageable. He did it great. So you can do that if you practice a little bit before. So that's all I have. I don't know if we have more questions right now. Okay, so this one's to Brian. If we set up an open house from 9 to 9 in Zoom on a paid account, we can't use Zoom for another meeting during that time, right? Okay, so Raul, the meeting in Zoom will be the specific time of the open house. In Zoom, you will not choose 12 hours. What Blair did is choose that in CRMLS only. So the meeting in Zoom is when it's the actual open house. So if your open house is tomorrow, Sunday at 2 p.m., the meeting in Zoom is tomorrow, Sunday at 2 p.m. And then if you want the link to be clickable in CRMLS, then you will choose 12 hours, but that's optional.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so if we
And
don't
I
have,
think
go ahead.
am I on? Okay. All right. You can hear me? Okay. So yeah, as far as about how many people are attending or groups attending, it's, you know, I'd say, I don't know, what do you think? Probably it was like 6 or 8, you know, groups. It's not, and it all depends on how much marketing you're doing, right? It's like, if you're putting a lot of marketing, just like you know, a regular open house, you know, kind of like our signs are the clickable links, you know, because we don't have signs that we're putting out, but we have the clickable links. But if as many platforms as you're putting it on, whether you're putting it on Craigslist, Facebook, you're actually mailing out flyers ahead of time, you know, that kind of stuff, you know, it all depends how much you're doing. It's going to create, you know, more action and more people that are interested. So.
Yes, if you don't have time to promote, you can also go to the property and do a walkthrough and put it in Facebook. So you will generate at least some viewers from your SOI and your friends in Facebook. So I would do that. It's better than nothing. But if you have time and a little budget and you want to generate leads while being at home, then I would try this, not only with my listings, but also with my office listings or my company listings. And this is a great way of prospecting and generate buyers and sellers.
And I think, yeah, and make sure that you are doing the Facebook Live, because like Paula said, even if you don't have a lot of people that registered, they may, you know, be like, oh yeah, I meant to, you know, go see that because you created a Facebook event or something. And now you're, you know, again, not only for that property, but people are seeing that you're working, right? And being top of mind and, you know, that kind of stuff. So yes, we want to sell the property, but secondary, just like any other open houses, is if you can get some new business out of it and, you know, your sphere of influence and, you know, past clients seeing that you're being active and working in the midst of everything going on is, I think, very crucial right now.
Yes. So it seems that we don't have more questions. If anyone wants the Canva designs or these slides, send me an email. I put it in the chat again, and I will send you the slides and the Canva designs also. And I don't know if Ali wants to say something.
Yes, thank you, Paula. Thank you, Blair. The recording will be available on our YouTube channel, only because we can upload it faster and make it available sooner if we upload it on there. So I included the link, and we will be uploading it later today. So just look out for the channel. We have a playlist under agent training, and you will find today's recording under that playlist.
Perfect. Thank you very much, and we will see you in the next training. Take care.
Thank you, everyone.